Welcome, Cancer, to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to go ahead and do your weekly reading for the week of September 8th through September 12th. You will be seeing this reading on Sunday, September 7th, which is a full moon Sunday. Definitely a good time to manifest all you want, okay? Everything that you want improvement with. Manifestation energies will be big here on September 7th. We're starting the month nice and free. September 7th closes a chapter that has outlived their purposes. So that moon is very significant for those reasons. As always, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Please take what does, leave what does not. Roles can be reversed, so please apply them as they fit. And as always, this is for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For Cancer, as always, cross watchers, you are welcome. So let's see what overall moon message, because it's only appropriate to start with a moon card, what overall moon message is coming in for the sign of Cancer this week. Cancer, you got self-love. I do feel like some of you are really just taking the week to do some refocusing, some self-care. Like I do see some of you really just tapping into making sure that you feel good, look good, smell good. This week is just going to be a week that you will shine on your own. I mean, your auras are going to be heightened and energized this week. So definitely, take your time to really work on your improving how you feel and how you come across to others. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my little sage here. I've already cleansed all my cards that I'll be using here in this reading as well, but I do love the smell of sage. I don't know who else loves the smell of sage, but it's so healing for me. So we're going to go ahead and just sage the space really quickly here, and I will place that right there so we can smell that as we go. All right, Cancer, let's see what messages we have to support the self-love card. We've got graduation day, puzzled, karmic ties, and finally legal matters. Yeah. Okay. So even though this is giving me energies like you really need to, there's something legal, legality here that's coming in for you that possibly will have to be taken care of. But I feel like the reason you got self-love this week is because you've gone through the motions. This may or may not have already happened. You may have either been served with something, or there's something legal in your energy that required a lot of your attention and or took a lot of mental anguish for you. Some of you may be getting out of a legal matter that took over, kind of like your mental psyche, and was a lot of just overall work for you. And spirit is asking you to really love yourself after that this week. For others, I just feel like there's something coming in and you will tackle that in a better headspace because you are doing the self reflection work. Okay, that's going to level you up, right? And so you have learned all the lessons you needed to learn from that legal matter or whatever it is that wasn't serving you. You've learned the lesson and you have graduated and improved how you think, how you react to things, and that's where the self-love comes in. Now, with karmic ties and puzzles, I do feel like there's also a relationship for some of you that could have gone awry, and so things, no matter how much you tried to communicate with this person, it just was not working, right? Some of you just felt really confused in the relationship or the connection overall. It was never clear, concise. There was always some sort of problem or conflict. And as much as you tried to understand the person, there was always a sense of confusion. You just did not know how to move around this person. And so I feel like you have taken a step back, you've left that behind, or you're going to leave that behind because it no longer serves you. Okay. And I just feel like you are okay with that. And it's been a long time coming for you. Okay. Let's see what tarot cards we have for the sign of Cancer. I want to see what messages tarot has to say for the sign of Cancer regarding these energies this week. So, Spirit, give me clear and concise messages for the sign of Cancer for the week of September 8th through September 12th. What messages do you have coming in for the sign of Cancer for September 8th through September 12th? All right, we have the Five of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, I'm sorry, Ace of Swords, and the Magician. So yeah, some of you just really felt alone in a relationship, in a connection. You felt just like you had how sometimes you are with someone. It's terrible to feel that way. When you are with someone, but okay, let me give a better example. Let's say you're at a party, right? And there's a shit ton of people, but yet you still feel lonely and alone, right? People are talking to you and they're interacting with you, but your soul is lonely. This is what I feel you're going through this week with this connection. I just feel like the communication is really lacking, so much so that some of you are living as roommates under the same roof as a couple. And I put air quotes because sometimes that's the energy I'm getting here. I'm getting that you are in a connection, but you might as well be in a connection by yourself. And so you've done a lot of manifesting so that things can change and your outcome can improve, whether that's with this person or by yourself this week, Cancer. Okay. You've got the Four of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. There's definite new love coming in for you, but I do feel like you are crying over spilled milk. Some of you are just crying over spilled milk. There really is no use of crying over spilled milk at this point. I think that things have reached the pinnacle of what they're going to reach, and you can only do but so much in a connection to make it improve, right? So I do feel like this week with that self-love card, you really do need to um you need to really focus on what it is that you want, so that you can allow new things to come in if that is what the intent is. And I do feel like this week you might be getting a call or some sort of message from someone in the past that you had a connection with. That could be kind of like the wrench, right? Or can give you a different perspective or outlook of what you really want in life and how much of that connection coming in you missed being in the previous connection that just doesn't work for you this week. Okay, you've got the Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. So definitely we're closing a chapter. We are definitely starting something new. We are contemplating something new. We are very hopeful and we are remaining balanced in order to allow new things to come into our world this week. Okay. I do feel like cycles are ending so that new cycles can begin. There is, for some of you, there is some sort of stroke of either a financial windfall this week. Um, I do feel like some of you are really manifesting new money this week as well. Okay, so some of you may see an increase in your pay this week or some sort of bonus. I get that too. All right, let's see what else we have going on for Cancer. We've got the Two of Swords, the Emperor, and the Six of Swords. I do see someone here is going to be traveling. Okay, we're going to be or we're going to move away from something that no longer serves us. With the Emperor here in the middle of your reading, it just tells me that you're taking charge of your life this week. There is something that you are absolutely taking the blindfolds off, and you're done. You're done putting up with the bullshit this week. Some of you, this may mean a move. So if you are coexisting with someone that you have a connection that is not serving you, you might be moving out this weekend or this upcoming week, sometime this week. Or some of you are just going to travel away to kind of get some headspace and clear your mind. For some of you, I do feel like this is something that's really, really looming and bugging your head, but you just don't know how to address this person. And this week is going to be the week where you're going to really muster up uh, the courage to address whatever it is that is bothering you in this connection. Okay. And finally, the last drop, we've got the Empress, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So in this reading, I have the Emperor and the Empress. So for some of you, you might be finding a new connection with that's going to be your divine counterpart. That's for some people as well. So this week, you might run into someone who is truly your divine connection. Okay. So be open and willing for those changes to come in when you do meet this person. You'll know when you know it. You've got the Five of Wands here. So there might be some sort of argument or altercation this week that you'll get in with someone, and you're going to speak your mind. You're going to stand firm in your beliefs and what your point is. Okay, so there's something that I feel like some of you have to kind of stand your ground. I do feel like there is something that you were undermined. Okay, you've been undermined, and now at this point you're speaking for yourself. So I do see that for you this week, Cancer. You're just holding your own at this point, and you're no longer refraining from holding back how you truly feel. Okay, I do feel that for you this week, and that could be in the professional and personal world as well. Let's see what overall message we have for you, Cancer, for this week. Spirit, please give me clear and concise messages for September 8th through September 12th for the sign of Cancer. What is the final message you've got for Cancer? Cancer, you got clear vision. So Hawk Spirit. All right. You've got, it says, rise above any adversity and seek clarity as you ascend and achieve true greatness. I feel like this week is just going to be a very like decisive week for you. You are holding no bars. Like you're literally putting up with no one's shit this week, basically. And with the hawk here, like you are just leaving what does not serve you behind. And that's just on God. Like you're not feeding into anyone's negative energy. You are rising above anything that is thrown your way. And you're basically just kind of dissecting who needs to stay and who needs to go. Okay. The hawk is very intuitive, very this bird is extremely watchful. Okay, they watch how others move. They strike when they have to strike. They're very intuitive, and I feel like that's what you're doing. You're gathering all your ammunition, and you're gonna detonate when you need to detonate. So Hiroshima, here you come. Like literally, that's what you're doing this week. You're just banging it all out the water when it's not serving you. I love that energy for you, Cancer, this week. I do have true faith that you will stand your ground and that you will set the tone for this week, this with this reading. I love that energy for you, Cancer. I will leave you with this. So thank you so much if you're still here. And until the next one, namaste. Bye.